Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and today I'm bringing you my weekly reading wrap-up of everything that I've read, I'm still working on, and things I would like to pick up after I make my way through some of these others. I'm going to try to keep this really short and sweet. As you can tell, I do not have any type of makeup on. I normally at least put powder on, and my voice, you can tell, is really bad. But yeah, my eye is very irritated, so I didn't want to put anything extra on my face that could also irritate it. There's a lot of pressure with sinus issues going on. I'm finally starting to drain, which is a good thing, but it's still very irritated, so so I'm extra flushed and all of that. It's normally that redness is hidden under, like I said, powder foundation. But anywho, life is life, but we're going to move on. Alright, so we're starting off with what I'm still currently reading. I like to kind of give you that, break it up between what I'm currently reading and then what I want to read next. I just try to break those two sections up. That is just me. Let me know down below if you like a different flow, and we can see about changing some things around. But anywho, alright, so the very first thing that I'm still working on, this is off my Kindle Unlimited. This is Made of Steel by Ivy Smoke, I think it's how you say her name. And again, I will have the picture on the screen for you guys. This is one of my deck of TBR picks. I ended up with a Kindle Unlimited as one of my prompts, so I chose this particular one. I'm liking it so far. It's way different than what I went in thinking it was going to be about, but it's not bad. So I'm continuing working on it. I think I'm around the 20 to 40% mark on that one. So by next wrap up, I should have that one completely done. The next two books are from my Game of Tomes readathon that I'm participating in. We've already finished 1 week out of it. It's a 2-week readathon. And I finished one of my books, and we'll get into that one later, but these are the two that are still on deck to be read. The first one, this is kind of the prequel series to Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is A Shadow in the Ember. I think I only have 280 pages is what I looked at last night. I absorbed a lot of this book. As you can see, I have it tabbed out where I should have been at certain days. I just went ham on it. Yesterday we had Friday off. It was a surprise. It was to celebrate, I think, the Braves' second championship or something that they were involved in. So we had the day off, and I absorbed a good majority of this. So I should have this one finished out by hopefully today when I'm filming this on Saturday, but by definitely next check-in. The second book off of that readathon, this is Dark Triumph by Robin Lefevers. I'm confused about this book. I'm going to have to go back into Grave Mercy to verify some things because it seems like the author did some changing of things. So I'm going to have to go back in and delve back into that to see what it missed, if I was reading it so fast because I was so into Grave Mercy that I missed some things, because there are different relationships here that I didn't pick up on in the first book, or I completely skipped over it. It didn't register with me. And then also with the God of Death, there's some contradictory things with that aspect of the book as well. So I'm a little bit confused. I'm about a quarter of the way through. Again, I have it tabbed out, so I'll definitely have it finished by next week. But as soon as I finish the other book, then I'll spend more of my time with this one. Just a lot of confusion going on. Still good, just confused about some flow of things that seem like they've changed. So that is my readathon books that I'm currently working on. Then, just to make this, because it's supposed to be a very light month, I decided I'm going to do a lot of buddy reads. So I am, again, my focus is on my 2 readathon books, but I've also picked up to do a reread of Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is with a group, and I'll leave their Discord group down below. I stumbled upon a new booktuber that I was enjoying watching, and I hit it just at the right time when they said they're going to pick this up. I was like, I want to do that. So I picked it up, have it tabbed out, but again, this is a month-long kind of buddy read. Some of them have already finished it. I'm doing a slow reread because my focus is on my other 2 books, but I'm enjoying my reread of that. Again, if that wasn't enough, I'd also put in that same Discord group if anyone wanted to read The Blade itself, starting out the First Law trilogy. And they said, yes, we would like to. So I started it. I've tabbed it out again another month long. To get this read is not, again, a focus book because of my readathon that's going to be finishing out next week. So again, I'm actually enjoying a lot. There's still a lot of things I have questions about. I want to know more that I know will be revealed as I continue reading the book. A lot of the different people, I think the Shanka, I think is how you say that group of people, they seem very, very barbaric. Almost like a pack of wolves type of thing. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it, so that is awesome. So I'm really enjoying my time in that book. I do have the physical copy. Again, I was starting this on a different Discord group. They've already read it and I'm just catching up because, again, if you saw one of my previous ones that I decided I was picking up Robin Hobb last month. This is the second book, The Royal Assassin. I also have the audio book on Scribd, so I've been listening to it and then tracking my progress in the physical book. So I'm getting some reading done on that one. Really enjoying it as well. They're also fleshing out more of Fitz as more the adult-ish version of himself versus the kid version. I think he's around 14, 15, somewhere around in there. And a lot of things that are going on with him and that. Okay. So I'm really enjoying that, getting back into the world. I think the audio has definitely helped me get back into it with all the other heftier books that I'm physically reading, so that has been good on that. My mood read book that I have going on this month, this is A Cocky Jerk by Janine Infant Bosco. I don't know how to say her middle name. Again, this is a motorcycle club romance. I've gotten a fair way through, but it is a mood read. I pick it up when I'm in the mood for it, amongst my other books. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. The interactions between the female protagonist and the male protagonist is great. She is from the motorcycle club, the princess of the motorcycle club. She's trying to get away from all of that. He is a cop, so their worlds are kind of clashing. It's hysterical. I am really enjoying this read. Alright, so now let's get into the awesome 3 books that I managed to read, and I'm fighting between me being able to breathe and talk and my battery that wants to kind of die out on me. So yeah, we'll start with the physical copy that I still have. The other 2 are, I'll put pictures up because they are both e-copies or audiobooks that I read during that time. But the first one that I did finish, this is the complete collection, Orange Volume 1. This follows a group of high schoolers, I believe they are, and they get a letter from their future self trying to save one particular student who dies in the future. And so they're trying to go back and prevent that. If you can change your past, would you? And how would that, if you did change it, how would that affect your future? So I really did enjoy it. I can't wait to get my hands on the second volume to see what takes place afterwards, because you're kind of left in a cliffhanger. All of them coming together to figure out this mystery. So I really did enjoy it. I think there are 3 different volumes bound in this one collection. And then I think there's 3 more volumes that'll be bound up in the second collection. So I did manage to finish this one. I've got to return it to the library. Highly enjoyed it. Again, this is a manga that I'm just stepping into this whole genre of manga, so I did enjoy this one a whole heck of a lot. So I did enjoy that one. The next one that I'm going, I didn't even tell you the author. This is by Ichigo Takano. Ichigo Takano, I believe is how you say this author's name for the manga. The next book that I did finish, this is the 3rd book, I believe, in the series of the 3 Dark Crowns series. This is 2 Dark Reigns by Kendar Blake. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it, listening to it on the Scribd, so that is where I got that audio version of it. I thought I had all of the books, like the physical copies, and then when I was looking through all my TBR shelves, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I was lucky that Scribd actually had it, so I can continue the series. This is one that I do want to finish. I think there's only one other book in the series that I need to finish reading to complete out this series. But I did enjoy it. A lot of things went on, a lot of merging of ideas, political alliances going on, the relationships between sisters, you know, all of the things that have been leading up to this era, the mist and island kind of revolting against what the sisters have done, failing magic from years, like hundreds of years in the past that created the mist. It's now having a negative effect on the island. So a lot of intrigue going on. If you enjoy kind of the darker aspects of fantasy, I would suggest picking up this, because it's not just a fantasy world, it's not just magic, it's so much of the relationships and the political backgrounds of fighting for power and how all of that is woven together. I really have enjoyed this series. And then the final book that I was managed to read, this is Taking Chase. This is, again, I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. This book is by Lauren Dane. It is a contemporary romance. I love this book so much. I'm always ready to reread it every year. It is just so good. This was for my Game of Tomes readathon. This was the prompt to read a book dealing with siblings, having siblings be a major part of the book. Again, you are following Cassie. She is on the run from her abusive ex-husband. She got a divorce. He was supposed to be remanded to jail. Got out before he was remanded because of a technicality, processing his jail time, whatever, the legality, something went on, there's a hiccup. So he's out, she's on the run, she moves to this small town called Petal, Georgia, and she meets the local sheriff, Shane. How they ended up meeting was hysterical. This whole family dynamics of his family, his brothers, his mother, father, all of that, the close-knit family unit, and the closeness of the town, all of that is such a sweet, heartwarming, terrifying, pulls at your heartstrings about everything that happens within it. There is a lot of violence towards women in this book. I will trigger warning for that, but it is still such a great read. I would recommend this series, the Chase Brothers series, if you are into romance. So I did finish that one. So that's the first book out of my Game of Tomes readathon that I did manage to finish this last week. So that is dealing with everything I'm still working on and the things that I have finished. So let's get into the things I want to pick up once my focus books have been taken care of. Going back to my actual deck of TBR game that I set up for myself before all the other books came and said hello. So one of the books that is still on that TBR for this month that I need to read, this is Forbidden by Elizabeth Lowell. This is a historical romance. I still have so many fond memories. I haven't read it in over 20 years, I think, but there are still so many things about this book I love that I remember. I can't wait to dive back in and see and possibly pick up on other things that I might have missed in my younger days when I read this, like my early 20s. So I can't wait to get back into this book and see my now thoughts on it versus my 20-year-old self thoughts on it. And then I think the last book that's on my deck of TBR is The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. This is the second book in the Remnant Chronicles series. I still haven't started it, but I plan to once I get through some of my other books that I've already started, Betty Reads and all of that good stuff. So I have until the end of the month to get this one read, so I'm very interested in getting and diving back in, because I know once I start, I'm going to love it. It's just the starting that seems to be my trouble with it. And then the next one, this is another manga that I'm interested in. I love cats, and I read by the same author, I didn't realize it at the time, the Fuku Kitten Tales Volume 1. I love that. It was hysterical. And then I picked this one up. This is The Complete Cheese Sweet Home Part 1 by Kanami Kanata. Same author, but this is actually in color. Color print versus the black and white. But yeah, I love cats and just the antics that take place. I so see all my cats in what this character is doing. So I can't wait to dive in. Just flipping through is just heartwarming. So I can't wait to really go in and dive into this one and see what my true thoughts of it will be. Based off of the first set that I read from that author, I think I will like it as well. Alright, so that is everything that I'm still working on, what I've completed, and what I would like to pick up next after I make through my focus books for this month, especially this upcoming week, and then I can be a little bit more lenient in picking up some of these others out of order. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave me comments and thoughts down below. Let's get into some conversations because I would love to connect more with you guys. And then until my next video, I hope you have a great one. Bye guys. Happy reading.